burdened, distracted, anxious, and worried. All these things hinder and block our spiritual growth. This is the lesson of Christ for us this Sunday. Martha and Mary were both in the presence of Jesus. He came to their home, but one was burdened, distracted, anxious, and worried. Martha, Martha, you are too worried and anxious about many things, but only one thing is necessary. And that one thing is what Mary was doing. Mary was at the feet of Jesus, listening to him speak. This is primordial in the spiritual life. We must spend time with the Lord, listening to his word through scriptures, through silence. Everything else is secondary. It is important to know that Jesus doesn't reprimand Martha for serving and for being hospitable. He reprimanded her for being burdened, distracted, anxious, and worried. My brothers and sisters, when the Lord speaks, everything else is secondary. The only one thing that is necessary is to leave everything and be at the feet of the Master, and having the desire to listen to him speak to you. There we grow spiritually, and there our tasks will acquire a deeper sense. So yes, service and hospitality are important, very important for the Christian life. But being a disciple comes first. Loving neighbor is definitely good, and we must receive the love of God first to be good neighbors. So practically speaking, we must analyze our conscience well and recognize whether I'm giving into a lot of distractions, anxiety, and worry in what I do? Or am I putting my priorities well, leaving aside all my tasks certain times during the day and devote myself to just enjoy the company of the Lord and listen to his word? Today, you all set aside 1 hour of your day to dedicate it to the Lord by coming to Mass, to listen to his word, to worship him in the Eucharist, to receive him in communion. But I have a question. Is your heart here too? Is your mind here too? Or are you still distracted, anxious, worried, and still thinking about your calendar, your bills, your job out there? The Lord wants you to have him and only him as your priority. When it is time to work, do everything as if everything depended on you. But when you dedicate time to the Lord, be fully present, as if everything depended on God alone. The graces of the Mass are well received when, without distractions and anxiety, you put all your mind, all your heart, all your person into it. I know that, perhaps bringing children to Mass can be challenging, but you're here. Your desire is here fully to listen to the Lord. And you can try to find other times also with the Lord alone during the day, and let Him fill your heart and mind with His presence, without worrying and distractions. Everything in the world, my brothers and sisters, will pass away. Everything. Everything can be taken away from us. But our worship and our praise is eternal, and it will not be taken away from us.